Hi, my name is Mandy Weister, and I'm here from the Career Development Center at Minnesota State University Mankato. I want to spend a little bit of time with you today talking about tips for a remote or virtual interview. Let's get started. Today we are going to spend some time talking about before the interview, during the interview, after the interview, and more resources that you have available to you as an MSU student. Before. These are great tips for all interviews. Practice your answers. Have examples. Know how to answer the most commonly asked questions, both generally and in your field. Make sure you have a copy of your resume and that your interviewers also have a digital copy available. Research the company ahead of time. Website, social media channels, and Glassdoor are all great places to start. Know their products and services, understand their company culture, know something about their locations, their mission, and their values, and of course, the details about the job that you're applying for. Prepare questions for your interviewers and pick out business professional attire ahead of time. And even though you're only going to be on camera, potentially from the waist up, dress the part. Look good, feel good, and do good in that interview. Let's talk about remote interviews, specifically what else you need to do before it happens. Get familiar with the technology that you will use. Whether that's Zoom, Google Hangouts, Skype, or a phone call, make sure you understand the different ways that technology interfaces and works with each of the parties. Practice using it a couple days before, prior to the interview with friends or family. Watch a demo of the tool. Lots of times these are available on YouTube, or the tool itself offers training. Practice eye contact with the camera. Use a sticker to remind yourself where to look if necessary. You can take a note, put it right on your camera, and remind yourself to be looking at that space versus your screen or your desk. Need other reminders of what you wanted to say during your interview? Grab those sticky notes again and place the important topics that you don't want to skip or miss out on around your screen or on the wall behind the camera. Your interviewer can't see them, you'll have a great reminder, and you won't be caught looking down around your desk or shuffling through papers for the answers. Make sure to test audio, visual, and internet connection at least an hour before your interview, but hopefully a few days earlier, just to make sure that there won't be any hiccups at the time of your virtual or remote interview. Set the scene. Have proper lighting. Maybe natural light near a window would work well, but don't let the sun be directly behind you so you're washed out. Have a clean, natural, professional background. If it's neutral, without too many objects that are distracting, better for the interviewers to focus on your words and you as a candidate. Avoid using a virtual background. While they are fun and entertaining, they can glitch and could be distracting. Be either completely centered in the camera or slightly off to the side, depending on what's behind you and what looks best. Choose a location where you won't be interrupted or have background noise. It should not be a kitchen or a bedroom. Of course, as you practice answering questions before, now is a great time to practice on video. This will allow you to get comfortable looking at the camera, and you can watch it back and give yourself feedback on what you want to improve. Have a backup plan. If things go awry, do you have a tablet, a phone, or another computer that could be plan B? These would be great ways to lower your stress and anxiety as you move into the day of the interview. So, what do we do during the interview? Make sure that you arrive 3 to 5 minutes early. Too early could get uncomfortable. If you're stuck chit-chatting until all the interviewers arrive, it might feel awkward. When I say arrive early, I mean show up on screen. So show up in the Google Hangout or show up on Zoom. On time is late and late is really late. So make sure to double check that technology before the interview starts so it doesn't delay your arrival. Have your notes, prompts, questions all nearby and neatly organized. Make sure to sit up. Be confident. Don't fidget. Nonverbal communication is still very important in this setting. Smile and do your best to make eye contact with the camera. This might feel a little awkward at first, but it's the best way to make that connection with your interviewers through technology. It is easy to talk over each other on camera. Sometimes a person starts and stops and, no, you go ahead, that kind of dance happens. Be prepared to talk slowly and confidently. A pause in between conversation is 100% okay. Just make sure at the end of each of your answers, you don't trail off. End it confidently and with a finishing sentence. Make sure you take notes of your interviewers' names and emails so you can send them a thank you later. So the interview has happened, you've aced it. What are you going to do now? Take notes of what you learned during the interview. If there's a next round, these may help you later. Send a personalized thank you to each of your interviewers. Reiterate your interest in the role, thank them for their time, and try to draw attention to something specific that you appreciated about the conversation. Now, practice makes perfect. Do your best. There's no precedent for interviewing during a pandemic, so many companies and employers will likely be very understanding during these unusual times. Check out our webpage for more resources to help you with your job search process. You can find it here at mankato.mnsu.edu/CDC. Your Career Development Center is here to help you grab your future by the horns, and we look forward to working with you soon.